Today, we are checking out the Sonicware SamplTrek in its development process. They dropped 2 videos and I have them linked in the description box. I'm going to weigh in with my hot takes and then we'll look at where it's at in the development process. All right, let's see where it's at now.
Hiding, fighting, hiding, fighting.
All right.
Hiding, fighting, hiding, fighting, hiding, fighting, hiding, fighting, hiding, fighting, hiding.
So I can see it works kind of like how the MPC Live X1 in terms of looping, if not a little better because you can layer every individual part. Shout out to the new sub. So it's clear that the aim for this isn't just for like sampling and, you know, making a hip hop beat or whatever. They're obviously advertising it for people that do a lot of short content because it's a 1-minute video. So I like that in that aspect. And then this price point at $300, I think this is going to be a hit.
Of your insecurity.
You find it love. I'm sorry. She is kind of cute, bruh. She's kind of cute. Damn, I'm simping. So this next one right here is the developer or the guy that's in charge over there at Sonicware in his whip. So we're gonna see what it's about.
I guess I drank from the fountain of youth. I'm living proof. If you do what you love, then you love what you do. I used to run around in a crew, a little big-headed youth, too big for his boots. Now I'm aloof.
Now, if we pay attention, you can actually see like where, you know, the different levels and whatnot. So I'm guessing that might be the mixing page. So, you know, that's pretty cool.
Unless we talk about rap, my face like soap. I make my own little shoes, forget following trends. I love talking about tracks.
I just really like the way it's set up. I like how it's just very handheld. And again, I've already gushed about it being very similar to the Game Boy. And as someone that grew up in the 90s, 80s, that's a huge plus for me.
Unorthodox, whether you're jipping a mouth south or don't talk a lot, they wanna pin me down and calculate my frequency. I
don't know who that is that's rapping, but man, holla at me. Man, I got some beats for you, bruh. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward from here. All right, so we're on the Kickstarter page again. I have it linked in the description box, and I have access to a couple of things here. And you can see that they have reached past what their pledge is supposed to be, and they got over 1,629 backers, and it says 17 days to go, so you better hurry up if you're interested. And matter of fact, since the last 5 days until the end of the Kickstarter limited price. So it says in detail, the Kickstarter limited price will end April 30th. So today, it's only like 1 day left, so hurry up, hurry the fuck up. So let's look at the panel design or the final panel design. We're gonna click on that real quick. I have access to it, so I'll show it off. So you can see right here, clear as day, that it will have a full-size 5-pin MIDI in and out. That's cool. And then this looks like, obviously, like a 1/4-inch jacks in and out as far as sampling goes. And I believe that they moved the micro USB to the side. I wish it did have like, what you call it, Type-C, like Type-C port instead. I mean, it's just more of a modern thing. But you can see right here where the top panel looks like for the user interface. You can see sync in, sync out. So, you know, if you have that Chord Voca series or anything that has that particular input, then you can use that. speaker is right here, the main screen is right here, the LED screen, and then A, B, C, D. So I believe those are the parameters that are similar to the Q links on the MPC Live X01. So that's my take on that. Then you got, you know, the directional pads, which that's what I truly love. And then you have clear and okay. And from what I've seen from behind the scenes and everybody asking, yes, you can use the okay button to like dial in drums or something like that if you are used to, if you made beats like I did on the, what's it called, the Sony, no, it was called MTV Music Generator, because I used to make beats on the PlayStation. I love making beats on the PlayStation, by the way. I would go back to that. So that's pretty cool. And then you have the different function buttons over here, the parameters, and then the pads. And it looks like an arrow to the left, arrow to the right. So I'm guessing that will be the way that you would scroll the screen naturally, just in case. So I'm assuming that it has a MIDI event or a piano roll, as you know, you Free Loops guys call it. And then on the bottom right here, it shows like it has a 3.5 millimeter or an 8/8 inch, I believe is what it's called, the jack for headphones. And then the product design is by Tetsuya Sujimura. I believe that's how you say it. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. Funny comment, but kind of rude. Gabriel says, make it in gray Game Boy Color like they say. So I'm assuming he's referring to my video, so I do apologize. I didn't send this man for you, okay? But they returned, said thank you for your request. I'm just saying, man, that will be fire. Gray is it's the shit. Gray is the shit. Here's a controversial take here. Just watched the video about the new Syntakt and immediately thought about how it might compare to the SmplTrek. I can tell you right now, as far as the Syntakt goes, the Syntakt is a 12-track groove box that has digital and analog voices. It doesn't do any sampling or anything like that, while the SmpleTrek is simply based off of samples and stuff like that. So you have one-shot samples and you can chop samples. So they're two totally different products. They do two totally different things, and they're at two totally different price ranges. The Syntakt itself is at $1,000, while this is at, I guess, MSRP $300, maybe a little bit more. Either way, that's a huge price point difference. So here's an Ave Mcree exclusive of how the sampling's supposed to work. So it says now testing sample edit screen. Let's go ahead and check that out. Like that melody. MPC-like in the way that it works, as far as like the sample editing. Without a shadow of a doubt, it will have lo-fi, and it has three different types of lo-fi. It has vinyl, big crusher, and cassette tape. And I can tell you right now, I'm very excited that they at least made sure they had some of the logistics of lo-fi taken care of. Here you go. And yes, I am extremely excited about that. So I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section. How do you feel about the Sonicware SmpleTrek so far? My hot takes on it right now is hopefully Sonicware will allow me to do some type of early access and, you know, show people how it functions. And, you know, that's what my channel kind of thrives on, is these type of gadgets like this, especially sample-based gadgets. I think a lot of people like my takes and views because I don't necessarily try to pander to a community or do any type of, shilling. I know people might think that I'm a shield because I get access to things, but it's all fair and games for somebody that's been in the game for quite a while now. 15 years just on YouTube, and man. Oh, by the way, I just started a 24/7 live stream channel. It is called Dark Coffee, and I definitely want you guys to check it out. If you want to submit music, anything drum and bass, jungle, hip hop, boom bap, anything on the good flow of like a vintage style, I'm into it, especially like funk too. If you want to do something like 1994 Memphis style funk, man, I definitely want to hear from it. Just click on the link in the description box. It's my link tree, which gives you all the access to my social medias and stuff like that. And there's the submission form. So if you have any Spotify links or anything like that, and you want to jump on the playlist, hey, I'm all for it. And you know, we'll see what you got. We have some pretty dope artists like Sarah the Instrumentalist, Tatro, Accurate Beats, Smoking Aces, Mint Plus, and many more people on our playlist. So yeah, it's worth listening to. I got a good taste for music.